Hey guys, Ishmael here, back at it again with the YouTube. So right now I just want to cover over exactly what the sales is, what the offer is, right? So our program is for you if you're an entrepreneur agency owner and I believe you can organically scale your business to surpass 200,000 in the next year. Here we lay the foundations. Now, core components. This is pretty much it. I'd love to speak it all, but I'm very tired. But long story short, it's a full game plan for the next 90 days, data accountability, a bunch of different outreach methods, offer creation, sales development, pretty much systemization and automation, access to me. Now, the way we're going to do this is they're going to have one 60-minute deep dive call to look into everything, figure out the whole plan. Then they get access to 6 45-minute one-to-one Zoom calls upon their request. Twice per week mentorship calls, which is going to be like group calls where any student can come in and ask questions. Then group messenger with me and my team, access to our Facebook group, and access to the entire course, which isn't out yet but will be. But until it's out, I'm just going to tell people that it's going to be one-to-one weekly calls as the program is being made. How it works, quite simply, I'm going to help you discover your voice that resonates with an audience. We will leverage that voice quickly to grow and monetize your audience to lay the foundations for a multi-six-figure agency business. So you have what I believe is required for massive exponential growth over the next 3 months. So that's pretty much the offer. Now, as you guys know, I've done outreach already, so what I'm going to do is follow up. I don't want to send out new messages, especially over the weekend. I might do it on Monday, so I'm just going to send out a bunch of new messages, then I'm going to show you guys how it's looking. Little interesting one, I'm just doing follow-ups right now, and one guy has blocked me. This is wonderful. People are responding. We'll always get different types of responses. No matter what business you have, as you try and find new business, there will always be people who tell you to fuck off. In this case, blocked. But that's a good thing, because you get people on both sides. So that people are going to be interested in what I have, people who aren't interested, and that's just how we work. But, interestingly enough, he did like my video and then blocked. We shall see. But I'll update you with what I'm doing in just 1 moment. So, I just followed up with everyone just saying, hey, first name, how you doing? And honestly, I'm going to aim to not use my Facebook except for just this. So I'm going to try not to message people on Facebook. If anyone message me, I'll give them my WhatsApp and say, message me there, please. So I can keep this as much as I can just for business use. Simply because it's going to be so much easier to track. I don't have to scroll. And if I just keep these guys here, or guys and girls, I'll be able to just manage everything and track everything nicely. There's a few mistakes I've come to realize that I've done when doing the initial outreach, because this is really cold outreach, and what I wanted to do was warm outreach. But just over this weekend, I want to see if I get any responses and if I'm able to book any calls for the coming week, just over this weekend. I'm not too sure. Ideally, I'd be wanting to message another 30 people. I might do that later today. But we'll see how it goes. For now, I'm happy with this. Now, obviously, I'm really not happy with the quality. Many people say it doesn't matter. For me, it does. But, we live and we learn. But now, I've got the data for here. I then want to try casual messaging and building up a relationship rather than a straight sales call. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll message the remaining the extra 30 now. Actually, I'll just do that now. Give me 1 sec. So, I've done 30 extra messages. So, to be honest, that's a lot of people messaged in one day. I think it's, maybe 60, 70. The good thing is they're all my Facebook friends. I'm going to send some more requests now. But already 2 people have responded. This person I don't know. This person apparently it's been a long time since we spoke. So, that's looking good. So now what I need to do is keep the outreach consistent, and I'm going to show you, as you guys know, how I'm going to do that. So we're going to add more people. So I'm just going to quickly add 20 more people. There's 20 people done and added, and a bunch messaged. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm just gonna add another video onto this, and I'll see you guys in one moment. So one big thing now that I've got, like my offer that you guys have seen, is outreach. I need to figure out exactly how I want to do the outreach, how I want to build the relationships. But the whole thing is just consistency, consistency, consistency. I've got a few tactics now in the books. I've had many conversations on how I can warm people up, how I can get the right people. It's to do with some joining groups and then making posts. I'll show it to you in near future. I'm just preparing some content. But everything's looking good. Strategies are looking good. And look, being honest, in the next 45 days, the aim is to make 15,000. That is honestly the aim. And the pricing's changed. It's now no longer $1,000 monthly. It's now a $5,000 program fee. A lot's happened, a lot has changed, and I'll keep you guys posted on all of it as I develop it, as I unveil it. Because right now lots of moving parts, and I don't want to really say anything because it's likely to change. But everything's looking great. I'm really happy with how everything is. Obviously, I've had to have a few calls which really slowed me down. Like, these are with like industry professionals. It's recorded, so I can't get access to the calls. I'll see if I'm allowed to post them in the YouTube. That would be great. And the reason I had these calls is because when it comes to this type of stuff, I am a beginner. Of course, I have my own experience with my own business dealings in the past, and it's very transmutable. I believe I can use that word onto what I'm doing now. It's so transferable. But obviously, I want to speak to the best to know the best ways to do it, and they've highlighted so many different methodologies that will be shared as I do them along. I can't speak them now, but I don't see too much of a point. I'd much rather show them in later videos. But it's all looking good. The only issue is I've got a lot of people who will likely respond today, and I need to quickly figure out how I want to have those conversations. And as soon as I get a successful conversation, of course I've already had one sales call, but as soon as I have a successful conversation, I'm going to be sharing it with you. And just ideally if I get 3 to 5 conversations, I'll also share that too, and you can compare and analyze. Obviously you've seen the guy who blocked me. There's going to be negative, there's going to be positive, and I want to show you that. I want to show you that there will be negative, there will be positive, there are all of it. One big thing I've always seen is that the people who succeed make it look easy. They make it look easy. But the amount of times they're failing is not impressive, but it's a good chunk of it. Many successful people that I know in this space, in and around my success level, some higher, there are times where they say, Ishmael, what the fuck's happening? Nothing's working, nothing's working, nothing's working. And they keep changing and adapting, and then it works. And then they make a lot of money, and people look at them like, wow. Which is a great thing, honestly. It is wow. But it did take so much failure, and I'm going to push to be comfortable to share that failure with you. It could literally mean dry months. For example, there's a very good chance that I may not make money for the first 90 days. Obviously, I'm aiming to make 15,000 by the first 45, but I want to share that with you because I'm confident I'm going to make money. I don't know how quickly or how long it's going to take. And if it takes me longer, it takes me longer, but I want to share that with you, share the struggles and the successes. So that's pretty much everything for this video. I'll see you guys in a future video. But outreach is active, the offer is active, everything's looking good. Now it's all about booking calls, trying to get it ideally to where we can do 3 to 5 calls daily. That would be an amazing position to be in. I'll see you guys soon in the later videos.